no way, Classymatty just dropped again.
I never had thoughts that control me until something bad left me so lonely, and I want it back. I want the old me. I'm trying to forget, but things just remind me. I never had thoughts that.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode, another filmy, another great day of tuning in to Thinking Aloud. All right. So today, as I say with every episode, with every person who comes on here, they're a special guest. They're my guests. I'm bringing them onto my set. And honestly, majority of the people that I bring on are very just like they want to come on here. Like everybody's like, yo, I need an episode. So this guy who's coming on this, man, he's been scheduled to come on this on an episode for 8 months now. And it's finally here. This is a person I'm super happy to collab with. This is one of my brothers from the roots, from the land. You feel me? So, like I tell everybody, I like you guys know, this is filmed in Arizona. You feel me? But we got people coming from all over, and that's the best part about these podcasts because we really are getting people from all over. So, without further ado, without going into too much, which I always say I'm not, but today I definitely did. I'm going to introduce this special guest who I'm real proud and real happy to be collabing with. My brother, Yxngsloth, Kevin Reckless, the big dog. Yes, sir. What's up, Messiah? What's up? How you feeling? How you feeling? I know we got Hades. Hades in the building.
I'm feeling really happy to be over here. First of all, to see you, and that we've been planning this, but we finally made it, and we over here in Arizona, man, living the life, and really happy to be here one more day.
He's like, man, I'm nervous to go in front of the cameras. Everything looks so professional. I'm like, bro, it's just lights and a few cameras and some microphones. You feel me? Which production is on its way up. Would you say about production looking a little better?
Hey, production looking really fucking legit, man.
Hey, man, production's on its way up, man. Also, real big excitement. We just hit 100 subscribers. Right now, when y'all seeing this, we probably over 100 subscribers, but we just hit 100 subscribers, y'all. Yes, 8 months in, we hit 100 subscribers on the podcast channel. This is amazing. This is a big goal. Shout out to every single one of you guys. This is huge. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into this topic. As y'all see from this thumbnail, from the title of this video, we're talking about what, Mr. Kevin? Tell us.
What are we really talking about? Your dreams, faith, and your intuition. Follow your dreams. I feel like everybody is born with a dream inside of them, with a purpose, and I feel like it requires a lot of mental strength and a lot of physical work for you to get to where your dream is or where your goal is. And there will be a lot of people, a lot of challenges on the way that are going to try to block you from getting to that goal or dream. And I think that's why you gotta maintain consistency, and you also gotta be follow your intuition, as like that you're doing the right thing, and whatever you're doing is gonna take you there no matter what other people say.
That's a big thing, especially as a young person, that is like so hard to just come to understand, is that because what society thinks is right, and when you don't do that and you be different, you do something else, people look at you weird. And that goes with anything. That goes from being an artist and being in the game of making music, or that goes from just being a young person following a different path that wasn't laid out to you as you were a kid. You grew up and you seen something else and you put together your own roadmap. And a lot of people don't see your vision. And guess what? That's okay. Because guess what? When you get to grinding and when you get to shining and they get to seeing it, then they're gonna be like, hey. You feel me? But one thing I'll say for sure, and one thing it actually really it just hit me, because one of my homies who gonna be on one of these podcasts soon. The one thing he said to me today, he said it to us. He was like, dang, I forgot. Like I just forgot what he said. But like, moral of the story is, once just. I literally forgot my train of thought, man. I can't even. I don't even know. I know that's crazy.
It be like that sometimes, but I mean, at the end of the day, I understand what you're trying to say. I mean, there will be a lot of people that will criticize you or will talk down, including from friends to family. But I think that's part of the process, and you just gotta, I guess, like I said, have that intuition and that confidence on you that what you're doing, one is what you really like, and two is something that you love, and three, I mean, if you're enjoying what you're doing, fuck whatever everybody gotta say, because at the end of the day, it's your life, and you gotta live it the way that you feel like you gotta live it, and
Nobody,
it's
yeah, yeah, no. What bro saying is right, and my bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but
that's good.
what bro said is right. Like, yeah, no, you can't let nobody else try to criticize your life and then try to say, I mean, that's something that we all have heard before. So I'm not even gonna go into the whole diffs of don't let somebody else control you because I've spoken on that multiple times in a few different videos. But I'll definitely say this to say, once you do get the grinding and once you do get the shining and you start seeing some of that little work of yours pay off, you're gonna be like, yo, what the heck? We was just talking about how one of our brothers, John from the video from Europe, how he got to
J.
grinding, he got to shining, and
Cuddy.
he went off and he achieved, some real good, great success,
Hell yeah.
And then obviously myself, I went off and I was like off on an opportunity off of just like, something I felt like, yo, nobody, I can't see, nobody else can see this vision, but I can see it for me. And as long as I stay consistent, I work hard, and it's up to me, I'm gonna get what I want out of it. And I did. You feel
Exactly.
me? And now my boy, he out here, he grinding, he shining, he doing his thing is in the music industry. You feel me? And he's like, he's making waves to the point where people he looked up to stole his artwork. You feel me? So it's like that's like when you really do get the grinding, you get the shining. Like I mean, I'm sure people were like, "Yo, you're gonna be a rapper, bro." You feel me? Like you're gonna try to make music, bro? Like nah, bro. You feel me? But guess what? Dude's always been wanting to rap, bro. He's been doing this shit, and as you can see, the dude has a very heavy fucking accent, and he's been here for goddamn Lord knows how long. You feel me? But dude, at the end of the day, one,
Strong.
he has bangers. Two, he's fucking multi versatile with that shit. But the thing is,
You
people at
know.
the beginning was like to you, nah, bro, you don't think you're gonna make it, or nah, I don't see
Yeah.
it, I don't see it. And then guess what? He kept practicing,
Yeah.
and now he can actually flow on some beats. He has fucking reggaeton, he has that hip hop shit. He's doing this shit, bro. And like, I don't know, bro. Like that goes to show one, bro. If you believe in yourself and fuck what everybody else says, bro, like you gonna make yourself happy, and then everybody else gonna be like, oh, well, I guess you can do that. But what the heck you look like letting somebody else tell you can't do some shit, and they ain't even did it themselves,
And book is different, like you cannot compare your story with somebody else's story because what you went through might be similar to what somebody went through, but it's not the same thing. So everybody is different, and everybody has a different story and a different chapter and everything. So comparison is the biggest thief of joy. So you comparing yourself to other will start stealing your identity, your personal self, because then you're gonna be thinking why they have this and I don't, and you stop focusing on where you should be at. And that's why I believe that you gotta be smart about it. There's two types of criticism: the constructive one, and there's also that the criticism that is just trash. There will be
the
some
haters,
the
the
haters, yeah.
people who just the people in the Instagram comments who got multiple fake profiles because they're so scared to say that stuff with their real chest
Yeah,
on their real profile that they make fake profiles just to trash talk. You feel me? It's
yeah.
crazy. But those are the people. Those are the fake haters. Those are the things that you not obviously should not let bother you. And honestly, a big thing too is like following like in just what you believe is right and what you don't believe is right. It's like it's a fine line because who writes the book on what's wrong and what's right? Obviously, morally and ethically, like you're not gonna go and fucking just walk up to a person and slap them and think, oh God, I'm gonna go win $1 million later on today just off divine intervention. You feel me? But like understanding that you treat people with common respect of how you want to be treated. Like, do I want to be walking down the street and soccer punched in the face? No, I don't. Would I love to walk down the street and find $1,000 on the floor? Absolutely. But
Yeah.
that just everybody can't have it that way. You feel me?
Nah.
But I'm just saying, like in the gist of just like treat people how you want to be treated. I feel like that's the one line that we all jump over and people kind of fail to realize. And I know for a fact, working in like the type of job field that I work in, people will literally take kindness for granted to the point where kind people get screwed over to just being upset and like not upset but like changing their ways to be a lot more rigid and like standoffish and not as giving or as willing to want to help and stuff like that because people took their kindness for granted and then this
Yeah.
it's kind of bogus because they deep down they know who they are, they know
Exactly.
what they want to do and how being nice builds a more collaborative and fosters a better like workplace to be in. You
Yeah.
feel me? But some people, unfortunately, a few bad apples do have the ability, to spoil the entire bunch.
And the problem with that is that will create a type of questioning in your personality, depending of how. Like, okay, so like a personal example, like I was working at this one company, and I always been the type of person that I like to do what's right. I like to be transparent. And there was one time that my boss came up to me and he told me, uh, bad guys, good guys always finish last. And when he told me that, it started making me question if I really wanted to be a good person or a bad person, just for the simple fact that if my boss is telling me, you know, uh, good guys end up last, is because like he's trying to say that because I'm a good guy, I'm gonna end up in the last place. But I believe that the world is made up of energies, frequencies, and also karma. So I believe that whatever you put out is whatever you get. So there was a small period of time where I was battling myself, thinking who I was. It was if I was a good person or if I was a bad person. But there was this old lady that came up to me and she really helped me. And I was really dark in a really dark spot, and she told me you gotta be whoever Kevin is. And when she told me that, I went home, I reflected, and I thought that I was not a bad guy. I was a good guy. And if it would take me to be the last guy, like the last place as a good guy, I would take the last place as a good guy because at least mentally, in my conscience, in my heart, I know that I was a good person. So it's all about believing and knowing who you are, like reflection. A lot of people don't like to reflect, but you need reflection in order to grow. You need reflection in order for you to become the best version of yourself, because that way you can think about the things that you did today and what you could have done better than yesterday. And there will always be those people that will talk bad, but sometimes it's good to look at their life and be like, that guy is doing that, which is nothing, and I'm doing something, and that what I'm doing is making me feel good. So I would just wish the best for the other guy, and I hope that guy can be happy the same way I am, because I am happy, and that guy is probably miserable. That's why they hate so much. And nowadays you cannot avoid it. Social media, all that stuff, sometimes it can consume you, and it can make you lose your identification as a person, because you start seeing so many people doing so many different things that start questioning why I cannot be one of them. But
Hmm.
you're not one of them. You're yourself, and that's why you have to find yourself in order to become your version. Somebody that people can look up to you, but you're yourself. It's good to have like inspirations of somebody else, but at the end of the day, you gotta be your own version, and you gotta give the best version of yourself to the world, so people can see that you're original and you're genuine, and that you
Genuine. I don't. It sound like he said guinea pig. No, no, I'm just joking. But like, no, I know what. Like, I know. Like the gist of it is true, bro. Like you do have to find yourself to be able to like understand what your purpose is in this world. You feel me? Otherwise, you do get lost in that sauce of like that social media gimmick of you feel like you got to do this and you feel like you got to do this for an image. And I'm not gonna lie, like I've been susceptible. I can't even say that, but I've been subjected to like feeling like I have to be like I got to do this for the gram or this for that,
yeah,
and like then I have to take a step back and realize like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna be honest, my life is like damn pretty good. Like at
yeah,
the end of the day, it's like I'm not like living Jeff Bezos, but at the end of the day, I know I'm happy with what I got because I put myself here, and I'm happy when I wake up and like things get done. I'm happy to chill with my dog or have a little lunch, sit on my couch, watch some YouTube videos, freaking, God knows what I want to do with my day. I'm happy with that because I choose to do that. So it's like you really, but then at the end of the day, I know people tell me all the time like, dude, you do a lot, like you're always doing something, and I'm like. See, it seems like that because when I do go out, I'm enjoying it. I'm very blessed in it. So I take pictures, I post it, whatever. I'm not afraid to say that I post, what I'm doing in the moment on social media. Yeah, like whatever. But like I know it's not like I'm doing it for that purpose.
yeah,
Like I couldn't be for the simple fact of nah, that would be a lot, and that's time consuming, and that's money financially. And honestly, quite frankly, I don't really give a crap about what anybody else has to think about me,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, like, who are you? You're not paying my bills, and you're definitely not the definition of what makes me happy at the end of the day,
No.
or
Yeah.
what gets me out of bed. So again, and I say it to everybody, like, even going back to like the podcast, and I know I'm not the best with consistency because I want to give you guys the best episodes with like content that means something to me, and that's something I really had to come to grips with. So of course I'm gonna probably keep switching up how the dropping of these videos go till I find like something that works for me. And like if it's one video a month that I'm happy with, then I'll do that. But I don't want to keep posting stuff that it doesn't really like. I don't have passion behind it and whatnot.
Exactly.
And like
Yeah.
this video right here, like there's a lot of passion behind it. I mean, you might not tell from our voice because we've been having a little lit time, but you feel me? Like
It's been crazy
this
days,
is
man.
this is like I had to find myself to understand, like, I don't do these podcasts per se for like the aspect to like go get rich and famous, which will be really really cool if that happens, when it happens.
It will.
But I do it for the simple fact that it's for me, like almost like I can look back at these and be like, oh, that's what I was doing at this time, and that's what I was thinking about, and that's how I thought at that time, or oh, I grew from this situation and things like that. I do these for me. I don't, like I said, I don't care if I get one view or two views, but the fact that I get more than that, and it's not like the most in the world, but it's a lot more than I thought I would ever start out getting, makes me happy because
Hell
I do
yeah.
this for me. But then other people sit and watch my art, and I think that's dang cool. I
That's
think that's
super.
really cool.
That's the same way that it feels to be an artist, a magician. Like not a magician. Well, even a magician
I'm a
too,
magician.
but I'm a musician too. Like for me, I make music, so like making music sometimes could be like overwhelming, but it's up to you. You put yourself that pressure. Like sometimes when I like a year ago I started questioning myself also in the music. I started saying, do I really want to do this? Is people gonna listen to? Who is gonna listen to? What type of lyrics can I write because this person's gonna listen to? And that started affecting me in my creativity process, because like I started thinking about what other people will say, what other people will think, and that will not allow me to be myself. So then after that, I reflected, and yeah, I was like, I'm doing this for me because I like it. Obviously, it's really nice and cool to hear that people really like what you do, but at the end of the day, I feel like if you're doing something because you love it, you're gonna do it no matter what. If people say they like it or not, because you're doing what you love. So I believe that it's a cool process. Like you go through a roller coaster of yourself. You start knowing yourself, you start building a character, and you start developing yourself into a better version because uh, as like content creator, musicians, YouTubers, TikTokers, we are exposed to criticism. We are our career is built in criticism. You will always have this negativity, you will always have positivity. But it's just about you and how you look at it. And it's messed up because I could have 10 good comments sometimes. People give me compliments, and then I will have just one person and they will give me a bad comment and it would just like throw me off. And it's like that's why humans do it sometimes. That's what I do sometimes. But then I reflect and I think about it, and I'm like, I gotta value more the good things than the bad things. And sometimes a bad comment cannot be a dumb comment. It could also be constructive criticism, but that's when you gotta really think about it and put like your ego to the side and really analyze what the person said, and if it's actually meaningful or it's just a dumb comment. But yeah, like we're exposed to criticism, so we
But everybody's exposed to criticism.
well,
It's not just
nowadays with
yeah,
social media,
yeah. But no,
everybody.
but that is true though. Like people, I've seen people who just got hurt and like they got broken up with. They record a video, which at your own discretion, I think that's dumb. But to record yourself crying and post it. But people who do that, and then like sometimes it's really like comments in the comment section are like, oh yeah, like you're gonna get past this or whatever. And then there's some people who are like, but you went you cried, then you recorded it, then you posted it and you captioned it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm rocking with that comment because I think that's kind of silly. But still, at the end of the day, people are subjected to criticism regardless if they're a content creator or not. People are
Not
just
yeah.
living their lives, and people are always going to have something to say about it. You feel me? Like, obviously, if you got broken up with, like, that is sad. But I'm just going to be thinking, like, are you sad or are you seeking attention? Because a real sad person wants to like heal themselves in that situation. They want to move past it. a person seeking attention from the situation is going to record themselves and post it.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. Again, like I said at the beginning of all these podcasts, these are my opinions, and
Don't take it personal,
don't
bro.
take it personally. If you don't like it, you always have the option to click off. But guess what? One person clicks off, we keep gaining more because now we over 100 subscribers. Let's
Let's
go!
fucking go. Shout out to every single subscriber. Like, honestly, we really appreciate the love, man.
Doing a
Like,
giveaway. Boom, bam, boom. All right. So at 200 subscribers, that's what we're doing.
you already know what we're doing. So subscribe. Everybody has to subscribe. Drop that comment and let's go for these rewards.
Yeah, but no, like, don't get your feelings hurt while you out here trying to chase your dreams. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
understand that your dreams are your dreams and nobody else understands them because they can't see them because they ain't in your head. You feel me? That's
That's
what they
facts.
call your dreams. You feel me? But just keep your chin up, chest out. You feel me? Stand on all 10. And whatever life brings at you, make sure you look at it as a challenge and not an obstacle.
Exactly. No, yeah, because I mean, uh, you have two choices on how to look at the six. You can look at the six, or you can look at it as a nine. You know, but at the end of the day, none of them is wrong. You know, it could be a six, or it could be a nine. It's all about the perspective. So something that happened, that it could be like a bad thing that happened. It could have been just something that we didn't understood right. You know, we sometimes as a person, you misunderstand a moment. You know, like something can happen, right? But you can categorize it as bad, but you don't know what would have happened if that thing wouldn't happen. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like the past. Sometimes people want to erase their past, but if they erase their past, they wouldn't be here where they are now. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, since Big Boy keeps going everywhere and he probably just messed up the perfect frame that I had recording this, that's how we're gonna end it off because that's what it is. You feel me?
that's
Like
what it is.
I really appreciate people truly like finding an interest in my podcast. Like people actually wanting to come on here and just speak and talk their part and like want to be a part of like the art that I'm creating. So like that goes for my boy Kevin here. I appreciate you. Taking the time to come out here. Obviously, he's out here on a tour doing
Yes,
his thing
sir.
in Phoenix, but he was like, "Yo, I gotta get in on the podcast," and that means a lot to me. So like, I'm happy we're growing, and we're going to continue to drop these bangers. We got some things in the vault for you
Bangers.
guys. So stay tuned. And hey, man, we out.
Hey, thank you for watching, y'all. You already know it's Yxngsloth. You can check me on social media. We're gonna drop it over here below. And shout out to Black Smurf, bro. Shout out to Black Smurf. I'm doing the tour with him. Black Smurf is one of the artists that if you haven't checked him out, you have to go check him out. Because he goes hard, man. And as a person, he rocks too. So everybody, thank you for watching and have a good ass day.
Peace.
Hey, so the video on your screen, YouTube thinks you'll like it. So if you click it, you might like it. So click it.